Hey all, it's Jonathan. Welcome back to another video. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jonathan Maynard. I am currently a sophomore in college, and I'm double majoring in physics and computer science. And outside of that, just to show off some of my accolades, I won 2024 at Harvard, which is basically Harvard's international coding competition. Alongside that, I'm in a startup that's doing really well. If you're interested in checking out the startup, check out the link down below. It's nullify.net. So the video I want to talk about today, or the idea that I want to talk about today, is my experience doing ultramarathon. So I did ultramarathon this past winter break. As you guys may know, in my past video, I talked about how my shoulder is completely messed up at the moment. So I can't, do gym. I can't do boxing and MMA and all that normal stuff that I do. So I decided to run an ultramarathon. And to be fair, I did run a marathon last December. So December 2023, I ran a marathon. And I just got to reflect on, what made this run, this ultra marathon that I did, really well. Because at the end of it, I didn't feel that bad. Gotta be honest. So in my first ever marathon, I just want to talk about how I felt in the first marathon. I'll go into what I did right for this marathon, or this ultra marathon. So in 2023 marathon, I did not have running shoes. I had 3 weeks to train for it, and for context, it was literally only running those 3 weeks. Outside that, I did not run. And also, too, I did not eat properly or really at all during the run. And that resulted in me having a terrible run and ended up in me in a lot of pain. And then this time, I had a running pack, which was really nice. So it was like went over my whole body, or not my whole body, but it was like a little backpack thing. And I had like two little water straw things that go in my mouth. It was really good. Well, it wouldn't go in my mouth, but I could just go down like that and drink them. I had snacks. I had fixed eating times. So every 3 miles, I would have some Snickers. And that's actually what I did. I carried around a whole bunch of the little fun size Snickers. I got like an 18 pack. And I put in my backpack. I also put in some of these goo patches things. I don't have them with me right now because I'm back up at school. But I had these goo pouches with me. I had a couple of those as well. But and also too, I got running shoes, and that played a huge role. And instead of 3 weeks for prepping, I did 6 weeks. So I prepared for this marathon, or this ultra marathon, my bad, in 6 weeks. And be clear, this ultra marathon, it was the minimum thing that is ultra marathon. So I did a 50K, which is 31.1 miles. And my total running time, while on Strava it says 6 hours, 22 minutes. The actual running time was 5:50, and I actually had a decent pace for a while. For a while in the beginning, I had a 9:50 10-minute pace, and then I had to stop at a gas station because it was an unofficial marathon, and I just did it by myself until the 20-mile mark. My dad came in and finished out the rest of the run with me at the 20-mile mark. It was really cool. But after a gas station at mile 11 or 12 or something like that, my time went down to an 11-minute pace, and then once mile 22 hit, I think mile 22, I was just kind of really tired, and my pace slowed down drastically. Part of it was because I went against there was some high wind, and I went against the wind for a while. A while. So that definitely played a role. But yeah, overall, my overall thing is I really do believe anyone can do a marathon and an ultra marathon. Fundamentally, you can. I think, in my opinion, the body is like a donkey, and the mind is like a horse. Does that make sense? Horses will stop itself before it gets too tired, before death, pretty much. While donkeys will literally run itself until death, and there's no warning, it just dies. And I say that because when you run, you can always take one more step. You're physically able to take one more step. You have the energy for it. You literally could do it until you die. But mentally, though, you want to stop early on. And I just want to say that if you can just get over the fact that you just constantly have to set these little milestones for yourself and constantly hit the milestones and just basically be your biggest motivator, If you can do those things and eat properly and have some decent running shoes, you'll be good. For context, I had like these Brooks shoes for this run, and they were great. So invest in some good shoes. I got them on sale too, so like Black Friday. So it was great. I planned it out a while ago. Yeah, I think everyone should run long distance at some point in their life. This is a really crap video, I'm aware. It's kind of more so for myself, but I just want to make that video for everyone. If you're interested in running an ultra marathon, run an ultra marathon. Do it. And if you're interested in running a marathon, go ahead and do a marathon. Doesn't really matter. The other thing too is like if you're watching this video and you're a normal runner, for context, I don't consider myself a runner. My shoulders messed up at the moment, so I just decided to do something. There's really no point in running more than doing like more than 5 mile runs, like a couple times a week. Like my dad, he runs 5 miles a run 3 times a week, so he runs 15 miles total. And really, in my opinion, in my non-runner opinion, you don't need to do more than that, because after that point, think of it like a log function. There's a lot of there's a lot of like benefits in the beginning, like in the 1 to 3 mile range. There's a lot of benefits, and you still get some benefits in the 5 mile range. But then after a point, it just kind of starts to plateau, and like the increments are not that great. And in your life, you'll hopefully never need to run 31.1 miles. And on top of that too, usually past, like when you're doing like those long distance runs, you just accumulate injuries, and they don't really benefit you, and it just takes up a lot of time. And in my opinion, I'd rather put that time in something like a skill that I can learn, and that'll benefit me more. Really, running is just all mental. That's all it is. The final thing I want to mention too is to stretch for your run. So like stretch before your run. I didn't do that when I did my marathon, but stretch before you do the ultra marathon, and then during your long distance runs, be sure to stretch as well, because it makes a huge difference. And I remember at one point, like during my run, I think it was like 15 or 16 miles. For a reason, my like inner thigh, I don't know what muscle it was. One of my muscles started flaring up, which was weird because I ran 18 miles not that long before that, and like I felt great. And I stretched and it went away. That's the other thing too. Between your longest run or like your last run and the actual event, make sure to give yourself a week of resting time of just like literally doing nothing. So like no working out. Walking's fine. Maybe very light biking, like very, very light biking. Like if you have to get somewhere, you can bike. But try to walk and just like chill out for the week leading up to the ultra marathon. So yeah. Also, if you're interested in Nullify, what my startup is, Nullify, it links down below. If you're a college student, listen up actually. So basically, Nullify is a platform that a study platform that transforms your notes, lectures, and textbooks into Khan Academy style videos. So on top of that too, we have a whole AI tutor, flashcards, quizzes, a whole bunch of other cool features that basically tailor to your learning style and your learning needs, and it goes down to any base level, so that way you can learn efficiently, optimally, and you can fully understand everything. It's a really great platform. I use it, although we haven't formally released it yet, which will be released very soon. We haven't formally released it, but if you go to the link and you press sign up, you can go sign up for the beta. So when we do release it, it'll get sent straight to your email. And we're releasing it for free too, so you should sign up. Yeah, anyways, take care, y'all.